Take a good look at this house. A decade ago, it was more than just wood and nails. It was the ultimate symbol of a stable, middle-class life. Today, it's a fortress, and for most, it's completely impenetrable. In 2026, the American housing market hasn't just slowed down, it has entered a state of permanent freeze. If you're a renter waiting for a massive crash to finally buy your piece of the dream, or a homeowner feeling trapped by an interest rate you can never walk away from, you are witnessing the most bizarre and painful economic standoff in U.S. history. The legendary white picket fence hasn't actually disappeared, it's just been moved behind a digital paywall that the average American can no longer afford to unlock. Why is this happening? According to the latest 2026 data from Zillow and the Federal Reserve, we are facing what experts call a twin crisis. First, there is the inventory ghost. Even now, we are short by over 4.5 million residential units across the country. While you see cranes in the sky in big cities, they aren't building starter homes for young families. They are building luxury high-rises and high-end rentals. Builders are struggling with skyrocketing labor costs and zoning laws that make affordable housing a financial suicide mission. But the real reason the market is paralyzed is the lock-in effect. Imagine you bought a house in 2020 with a 3% mortgage. Today, even with slight dips, rates are hovering near 7%. If you sell that house today to buy the exact same one next door, your monthly payment will literally double. This has created a generation wearing golden handcuffs. Millions of Americans want to move. They have new kids, new jobs, or they just want a change of scenery, but they simply cannot afford to leave their current interest rate. This has effectively sucked the oxygen out of the market, removing the very homes that used to be the entry point for first-time buyers. While families are locked out, a new player has taken the field. Institutional investors, the giants of Wall Street, now own a massive, unprecedented chunk of single-family homes in states like Texas, Florida, and Georgia. You aren't bidding against another young couple anymore. You're bidding against an optimized algorithm that pays all cash and closes the deal in 24 hours. We are shifting toward what economists call a rentership society. In 2026, the goal for big capital isn't to sell you a roof over your head, it's to keep you as a permanent subscriber to one. When a house becomes a line item on a hedge fund's balance sheet rather than a shelter for a family, the fundamental math of the American dream breaks. But is there a glimmer of hope? For the first time in a long time, the answer is yes. Wage growth in 2026 is finally starting to catch up with home prices. We are seeing a massive rise in multi-generational living and a new wave of fixer-upper culture as people find creative ways to stay in the game. The market isn't going to crash in a fiery explosion like 2008. It is going to evolve into something much more complex. The question isn't whether the American dream is dead. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get the key? Because in 2026, the path to homeownership isn't a straight line anymore. It's a high-stakes game of economic survival. The rules have changed, and the stakes have never been higher. Are you still fighting to buy, or have you accepted the forever renter lifestyle? Let's talk about the reality of your city in the comments. This is a conversation America needs to have right now. Subscribe for the next deep dive into the hidden forces that are reshaping our world.